Hello, hello. It's Amy from Seriously Sweet and Cookie Snack Attack, and I am so excited. We have Timbo with us today, and he's going to be creating the mean green guy. Isn't that the coolest thing? Listen, Timbo, before I bring you on live, I just want to tell you Debbie's here. She's been stalking you for this tutorial, and she said the only thing that would improve that cookie is if you added termites to his teeth. All right, let's bring him on, and everybody make sure you say hello and make him feel welcome today. We're so glad that you're with us. Hello there. Can you hear us okay? Timbo. Uh-oh. I hear you, but can you hear us? Hold on, let me text him, guys. Hold on just a second. I don't think he can hear us. Can you hear us? Hey, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hey, can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you now. How are you?
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly now.
Hey, let me see that hat. That looks like a buffalo check hat. Is that what you have on? Is that your normal one or a new one? I like that.
This is my holiday hat, I guess.
Let me see the flip around there, and then I'll show you my headgear. We made Grinch headbands for today. Can you see it? Hold on, I'll put it up close so you guys can see it. Debbie was like, so can you see the little green man on here?
Oh, that's awesome.
So they've been sending me headbands to wear, and so Debbie said I needed a Grinch for today. So I've got Grinch on. I'm in the spirit, man, in the spirit. How are you?
Oh, so I just moved last week.
You did not. You moved last year this same time.
And so like I was waiting. This is the place that I was waiting for, right?
Oh, okay.
When it became available, like I just jumped and took it, and I told myself, just pack everything, and then you'll figure everything out when you get there, right? Didn't put any type of labeling or anything on boxes, and so it's just been super hectic this week. But I'm getting there.
Have your sisters come over to help you get unpacked?
Yes. So we've been figuring everything out, right? I've just been like super busy, so I moved it to like worst possible time, but
yes,
we'll make it work.
I gotcha. I know the feeling. I'm moving out of my storefront. My mom lives with us full time now.
Oh yeah.
I sold a house earlier in the year. I have another house to finish selling, and then we got to sell my mom's house. So moving is like just in the blood right now. So I get it. I get it. You got to just grin and bear it and get through it, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
I wanted to show you this. Do you see what's in my hand? This roll of wrapping paper. So the $1.25 store, I refuse to call them the Dollar Tree anymore. They sold this wrapping paper that's called it's the Grinch theme, but it's color your own.
Oh,
so you see this? So I had to look everywhere, but I managed to score 2 rolls for my friend Debbie because she's a Grinch fanatic. Because she intends to color this and line the back of her shadow box and put your cookies after she makes them. So
awesome. I'll send her
for anybody who feels like digging through bin after bin of wrapping paper at the $1.25 store, they did have the color your own Grinch paper, and it is terribly, terribly cute. And if you didn't want to color it, you wouldn't have to. It's very nice, cartoony looking in the black and white. And we have some people that want to say hello. Hey, and Timbo, God is here. Listen,
that's hilarious.
I laugh for days after that. But seriously, I'm cutting out that clip where you said, Amy, you're adorable. And I'm using that in some video that's coming up. It's going to be Timbo saying, Amy, you're adorable.
That is hilarious.
What cute thing do you want to say today that I can keep for posterity as you get older? So we have Hawaii in the house. Miss Karen is here. She says hello. We've got Trisha with it. Trisha was in, did you see my Scribe Christmas tree, Timbo? Did you see that video?
I didn't. No.
You didn't? Well, it's a Christmas tree I made out of all cookie scribes. So you have to check it out just because it's kind of neat looking. But Trisha is here. I wanted to give her a shout out for coordinating that for us. She did a fantastic job. Kathy's here. Sheila's here. Who else? Let's see. Oh, this is nice. Okay. I'm so excited because I get to go to Denver in January to take Timbo's class. So Timbo, you're in Colorado in January and Virginia?
I am, yes.
Okay, because I feel like I'm coming to see you in Norfolk in January, right? In the January? It's not March, it's January. Okay. I feel like I'm coming to see you. Hey, Miss Rita, Holly's in the house. Debbie's so excited. All right. Hey, Barbie, we're glad you could join us from Texas today. Hi, Miss Myra. How is it where you are? So everybody was obviously disappointed that you couldn't be on at night with us, but then they were super excited that you were going to be on during the day and do a mini class. So I think, yeah, everybody's happy. And did you want to do that thing that you messaged me about for your yearly? Did you want to do that for them?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I'm going to, I can't text you because you're using your phone, right?
Yeah, I'll still see it though.
You will? Okay, hold on. Hold on one
My mind
sec.
is like blank right now.
I didn't tell them yet because I wanted you to be able to tell them if you were going to be able to do it. It's coming right now, okay? Oh, and do you have any new airbrush colors yet?
They are restocking soon. Right now, we just have them in like different locations, like different different cake supply stores.
Gotcha.
And so, but once they're out, then we'll restock the receipt.
Okay. Did it come up?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I mentioned that in my post.
Okay.
So is still, yeah, it's been available for a couple of days. But it's the entire site. So that code will work on the entire site. Today is the last day for it, but that code will work on any class on the site. And
okay, so that's for the year pass too, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because your year pass is now up to $250, so that'll drop it down to what, almost $100. I think it drops it to $100, doesn't it?
And so it works for this year's pass and next year's pass, and then any of the other bundles of tutorials on the site.
So you can pick up 2023 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so guys, let me explain it, okay? Because we're kind of talking.
Group, though.
Huh?
I said only for this group though. So that code that I put in that post that I made will work on anything on the site.
Where's the post at? Is it on your page?
The supply list post.
In there. Okay. So don't forget, today is the last day and the code is Whoville, right?
No, it is, I want to say Snack Attack 23.
I'm going to find it. I'll find it and I'll post it. But listen, you guys have to be prepared to do this. So what Timbo does is he puts out a one-time purchase of all of his online stuff, and it's usually around $250 for the year when it goes up to full price, but he's giving you 60% off the $250, which will drop it down to the intro price of $100, and it will be good for all of his online things. So he has last year 2023, which you can still pick up for the $100. And Timbo, how many hours of teaching is in last year's? Because I feel like it was a tremendous amount.
So yes, I definitely did more than I was supposed to. But
yeah, there's a lot.
There are currently 23 classes for this year, and then there's 2 left being posted before January.
Okay, so and that cute Santa Claus.
Yes, and so that's just the class pass just gives you access to any tutorials or like live stream classes that are posted that year.
So how does that work? If they buy the 2023 pass, how do they get to the 2023 classes? Is it like a library you go to and you can just pick anything you want to do, or do you have to have it
on our site? Basically, on our site, you'll just go through, like, let's say, for example, at the end of the year, you buy the class pass. So like for the 2023 class pass, you can go on there right now, enter in the 2023 code, the code that comes with the class pass, and then just add any of this year's classes or tutorials that you want to, and they'll all just bring it up free.
Okay, fantastic. So then you have them and they're downloaded and you can keep them forever. So that's really a great deal too. All right. So then also he's giving you that same deal on the upcoming 2024, but today is the last day to do it, guys. So if you're going to jump in any of that, and didn't I see something? Wasn't there some extra perk for 2024?
Yes, it'll also work on one in-person class.
To get you a free one or to get you 60% off?
A free ticket to one in-person class.
Okay,
So this
fantastic.
new class pass worked on any class boxes that came out. Next year, we'll work on one in-person class.
Okay, so see, there's a deal, and it already paid for itself like 2 times over right there. So you guys make sure you snatch that up while it's available, because it's only available through midnight tonight Eastern Standard Time, right, Timbo?
Yep.
All right, so let's see who else has joined us. And you're okay, right? You're just prepping stuff there while we're talking?
Yeah, I'm just getting stuff together.
Okay. Hi, Miss Rita. Arkansas is in the house. She said, Sandra says, good, Timbo. Can't wait to see you in Sacramento. Facebook user says, hi, everybody. Who is that? Is that Becky? Joyce says, hi, Amy and Timbo. Look, your name, can you see the screen? Your name's in all capital letters. I'm just chopped liver over here today. I love you guys. You know I'm kidding, right? So Holly says she took your class in Galveston and she's hoping to see you again in March in Dallas. Well, I hope you get to see him again too. Good morning from Indiana. Good morning from Canada. I was told I said it wrong, so I've been practicing. Let's see. Hey, it's Timbo. Hello, you two. That's from Cheryl. Allison is here. Allison, I am so glad that you made it. Let's see. Facebook user already bought the 2023 and 2024 pass. So it doesn't count for all tutorials prior to 2023 and 2024. That's correct. The 2023 pass and code is for that year, and 2024 is for anything upcoming online in 2024, and one in-person class. That's so cool. That's really a great deal, Timbo, to the person included in that pass. It's amazing.
I know. See, I'm the artist of our little business. My sisters are the business, and so obviously they hate it, but I love it because I'm able to like give back. When I feel like they don't really, since they're not involved in the cake and cookie community, like they really don't. They don't have the appreciation for like the following and the students that I have, and so
you know
they
what
don't understand it.
You need to bring them to a cookie con, though. I bet that they would change their mind about us if they could come to cookie con.
I highly doubt it. They just like the business part. They don't even like to do like when I do like TV or like news or anything like that.
They don't
They
go.
are out.
Oh man. Oh, listen, I'm in if you ever need help while you're at one of those events. Okay, seriously, I'm down with that. Let's see. Sandy says she's loved taking your class in Michigan. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for letting him know. And it is Becky saying hello. Let's see. Ira's here. She says hello. Your name is showing, Ira. Trisha Collins. She's also flying to Phoenix to take your class again with some of her friends.
Oh,
that's
awesome.
Like 2 from her this year. Maybe you should have like one of those. What do they call those passes at the sub shops where you get what are those called? Loyalty passes.
Right. Yeah.
You have to do an autograph cookie for her or something. That's like 3 in a year. You're okay, Ira. It's showing. It's fine. You're fine. You can see everything. And May is here. She says, Timbo, my man. Can you see her? Can you just hear her saying it? I can hear her. Hey, Janet, how are you?
Okay, I think that's everything.
All right, let's see. So I've got one more. And let's see what this says. It says, I've already purchased the 2024 pass and took an in-person class a couple years ago. My donut burger cake is still in my dining room. Can't wait for another in-person class since I'm in Ohio.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not sure who that is, but what I would recommend before Timbo gets started, if you want your name to show in the comments, go out of wherever you're watching from, go to Seriously Sweet on Facebook, find the live video, click the see more button, go to the very bottom. There's a thing there that gives StreamYard permission to show your name. Do that and come right back in the video because he's going to get started in just a minute or two. But it will not show your name in most cases if you're watching from the private Facebook group of Cookie Snack Attack, okay? There's some glitch between Facebook and StreamYard. It worked for a week, and now it seems like it's not working again. So go watch from StreamYard. All right, now Timbo, I think that's all good. I'm going to pull myself to the right, put you on the left. Can you see this right here? This is what it's going to look like when you start. And then I'll just feed you questions if that's okay.
Yeah, so let me figure out how to click this. This is always a
Hey,
hard
and when
question.
we get done today, don't hang up when I let them go because I have to ask you a question after, okay?
Yep.
You just stay online because last time we got disconnected. Debbie said she only sees the 2023 pass on the site.
I'll look into that as soon as the live is over.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. And you're the right direction. So I did want to ask you, how do you like the new place?
I like it fine now. We'll see.
You feel like it's a place you might could stay? And she says thank you for checking on that because she wants them both.
Sure, this is.
Do you feel like you might be happy in this one and can stay put?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it close to family?
It is. So it's closer to one of my sisters. So the sister that is an assistant.
Okay.
So that makes it a lot easier for sure.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Do you have any while you're fixing that, I'll just ask you a few more questions. Do you have any competitions coming up that you're a competitor in, or is there anything new coming up that you're a judge or something in that you want to tell us about that doesn't get you in any trouble?
Not anything that won't get me to any trouble, but I am doing something fun.
Okay, cool.
With Food Network. Actually, and it'll be pretty odd. It's actually in Portland, Oregon next year.
Okay.
And so that's why the Portland, Oregon classes go up this year because they gave me a whole weekend free.
Okay.
So I'll be teaching there during the weekend and then doing some filming the week after. So it'll be pretty fun.
That's so fun. Okay, so Becky, your name is showing now. So if you went out and came back, she loves the shape of this ornament. I do too. Are you going to do just this one cookie today?
I'm actually doing the ornament. I'm doing the exact same thing on the ornament that I'm doing on or the exact same thing that I did for the ornament. I want to do on this cookie. So this is one of those hospital mask cookies that got really popular during COVID.
Oh, yes, I remember those.
I'm just going to show people how to use theirs again, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's great because I know we all still have that. In fact, I just packaged mine into a fresh Ziploc bag, labeled them, and put them in my new cookie cutter organization. And Timbo, I don't know how much stuff you moved, but I have a real issue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. It's so bad that I'm going to have Debbie and Mary Jean come for a play date one weekend, and we're going to remove all duplicates. Then I'm going to organize all my class stuff, and then I'm going to pull out anything I haven't used in 2 years, and everybody's going to get presents.
Listen, I am in agreement.
Yeah, I like trying to go minimal, but it never seems to work for me. And then as soon as I let something go, I need it, which reminds me of something. Do you remember that really cool cutter? It's like it's a 2-disc pizza cutter that you use to make your Valentine boxes.
Yes, I do.
Do you still have that, or is that the one that got confiscated when you went through the airport?
I think that's the one that got confiscated because they had.
So you don't have that right now?
No, not anymore. I had
Okay.
a lot. I brought a lot of them with me that time. And
so do you have no more now though?
no, so I have all of the extra ones that I got. I gave away during giveaways and things like that this year and last. And so.
All right. Well, remind me at the end of this. I may have a brand new one for you.
Oh, awesome.
Well, let's say this. I bought a brand new one for you because I thought you had told me that that is the one that got confiscated. Mm-hmm. And I think I might know where it is right now in the middle of this ginormous move that I'm doing. So it may not be a Christmas present. It may be a Valentine present, but you'll have one coming shortly, okay? And
Well,
I'll
I
try to get it
appreciate
to you before you start your boxes.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Just looking out for you because those boxes were so nice. Everybody loved those.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I think everyone's checked in. I did send the big text alert, and most of those people have responded they're here. So whenever you're ready, we are good to go, and you can have as much time as you want today.
Okay, I'm trying to.
And is there anything else I can do for you from this side, or are you okay?
No, I'm just making sure all of my I'm in my new kitchen right now. It just has tons of boxes and bags, and so I'm trying to make sure everything that I need is just close by in case I need to like run and open up a box or something. But I think I have everything I need. So
I love your new countertop. Do you enjoy that?
I do. I mean, once I get it like completely cleared off and I'm able to see it more, like I moved so fast that I just like ran everything in here and just set boxes down.
Well, I'm glad you got to move before Christmas, though.
Yeah, that was the goal. So happy
That's
about
good.
that.
Where are you going to be this upcoming weekend?
I will be in LA this upcoming weekend.
Oh, how fun.
All right, I think that's everything. Yep. Okay, cool.
And you
So,
mean LA, California, right? Not LA, Louisiana.
right.
All right.
There's no way to Zoom, right?
Are you on your phone?
Yes.
So maybe if you touch the screen with 2 fingers and then like swipe them outward, you might be able to come in. But I'm not sure. Are you on an iPhone?
No, I'm on. Let me make sure there is. I think there's.
I need to upgrade my phone soon because the new ones do so much more. And then I could have oh, there you go. Look, that's perfect. Can you see what we're seeing?
Yes. Okay, so that's what I'm
Okay,
going for.
that's perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Well, I
Okay.
think it goes without saying that all the cookie snack attackers love you. They were so, I mean, we love all the instructors, but when I told them that you were going to be able to make Christmas in addition to Halloween, because I had told them that you could only do Halloween originally, let's just say they got real happy.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys. Anytime I'm able to do one, I for sure will.
Well, we really appreciate you making time for us because we know you're super slammed. It's fun to be back out there, though, and traveling, huh?
It is. I've missed it a lot. Okay, so I have my template that I'm using here. I'll have a copy of this template and the Christmas ornament one just in case you guys need it. But this technique will work for any ornament, like in this shape or any cookie in this shape. Even like a round cookie would work. You really just want something that has like that will give him a cheekbone, right? So we're gonna use those as cheeks. The top as the
Oh,
nose.
okay.
And also remember, you don't need a template if you have a cookie cutter because I know a lot of people decorate to the edge. Normally, I like to have like a little frame around my cookie. I think I have.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find your most recent post so I can give them the discount code.
So like this guy, you can see like he's decorated, but he has like a little frame of cookie around him.
Oh, he's so
That's
cute.
normally what I'm doing a cookie purge today, so I had to unpack them all. But
Oh,
that's what I'm going for this one. And so I just cut out the center template. I want to roll out my olive green fondant. Normally, I'll just make this by using, so I have vanilla fondant. I just add a little green and red to it. If you go too dark, just take a pinch of that off and add more white.
okay.
So I'm going to roll my fondant about 1/4 of an inch thick.
I like that rolling pin.
Thank you. I just found this because I realized I left all of mine at the old place. I
Oh,
left
no.
a ton of things.
Jessica says you're a great teacher.
Thank you.
And And Ira says, look at those teeth. That and the stitches were my favorite part of the Frankenstein class that I got to do with you.
I know you'll notice that anytime I have the opportunity to add teeth to something or a tongue, I'll take it.
It's pretty amazing. They're something special.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut this out.
Oh, and I have the code, you guys. I'm gonna post it and then put it in the video.
And when cutting with an X-Acto, and I know a lot of you already know this, I try to teach like I'm teaching a beginner every single time, right? Just make it a little easier for people who don't. But I always try to keep the blade clean so that it just glides across the fondant. And if there's any parts that are like harder to cut, then I'll just chop away instead of gliding the blade. Just like
So
this.
I did an Amy thing recently. Would you like to know what it is?
What did you do?
So that you don't do it. I was putting a bunch of things in the dishwasher and somehow I scooped up my X-Acto knife, which is a really weird thing to scoop up since it had the blade and it was uncovered. Like, I don't really know how I did it. But now I know that the bottom part and the twisting part, they're stainless, but the blade was just rusted.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how it happened. All right, so Timbo, I found your post. I'm going to pin it in the featured section, okay? So anybody watching now, later you can go to Cookie Snack Attack. I'm going to pin it in featured, and it says that the link to the cutter and the site below for this group only is Snack Attack 2023 for half off on everything on there. So I think I misspoke because I think I said 60%.
That's for the new class packs.
For the 2024?
Yes, it's for either no, it's for the this year's class pass because this year's class pass is more expensive because there's more classes. And so it's like I think this year is 900 or something, either 900 to $1,000 worth of classes and tutorials.
Okay.
And so it's posted as $400 right now, but it will be half off with the code, and then the other code will work on the rest of the things online. So even if people don't necessarily need the class pass, you can just like go in and pick things individually and use the code on that.
Okay, so this class pass is going to take it to $200. So I misspoke earlier, you guys. That's my fault. So the 2024 is a more expensive pass. This is going to take it off, half off, take it down to 200. And then you said it would work on the 2023, and that'll take that one to around 125 or something.
Yes, it'll work on the it actually, so no, the 2023 one is already on sale. So the class pass or the code in this group will just take it down even more.
Okay.
And then the original code will work on the 2024 class pass and take half off. Gotcha.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay, so now for the sculpting part, I normally like to use a Dresden tool, right? But I know a lot of you guys don't have a Dresden tool and don't necessarily need one unless you plan on doing a lot of sculpting. So you can do the same thing or something similar with a knife. So what I'll do first is kind of use, like you can use a cookie scribe or whatever you want to kind of guide you. I like to just use the end of my paintbrush. That way I'm not making any harsh or any rough or deep lines.
Okay.
So now the template that you'll have will have the mouth on there. So it won't just be a blank template. But just to show you guys, normally I'll start in the middle first. At the top here, slightly press down. So I know this is where the snout and the mouth area will be, right?
So cute.
There. Opening. And I want his grin to be kind of to the side there.
Like love that.
And I'll go in with my
I'm gonna
knife. You can
pin.
also use
I'm
an
gonna
X-Acto. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna pin your video to the featured area too, because there will be people that had to work today and they're gonna do the replay.
Okay,
So
awesome.
I'm gonna pin that there for them too. So if just in case anybody messages you, everything's pinned in the featured section.
Right, cool. So I'm going to use this knife because it's a little thicker than my X-Acto, right? And that's because some lines I want a little wider, some I want thinner. I'm going to use the thicker knife
Oh,
first.
okay.
So I'm just going to go about halfway down the fondant, like that. And I know I want the mouth there. So I'm going to scratch that a little bit more. And then I'll go ahead and cut the mouth out. I'm just cutting down to the cookie.
It might be time to watch the movie again. Do you rewatch it every year?
I used to. I think I've watched it too much now in my lifetime to where I know they would try to do it. Like my movie rituals are always during like Halloween time, I think. So
I got you. Okay. I start watching Christmas stuff in literally in July just to
oh
kind of get
yeah.
new. Yeah, because you got to work so far out,
Mm-hmm.
on the timeline to have everything you need. Let's see if there's a question. Sheila says, "Oh my gosh, I've never watched that movie." Sheila, what? Are you kidding? I'm
Oh
going to mail
wow.
you some popcorn and you're going to sit down and watch it. The Grinch is great. And just look at all the possibilities for cookies in the movie. Like the Whoville and the trees, and it's just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna give a little indentation to each corner of the mouth. So where the lips are, so I'm gonna just go there and press down, there and press down, right?
Oh, I love it.
So that just helps with the expression. So normally when you're working on faces or mouth areas, if you press upward on both sides, then it gives it more of a like happy smile. But we're not going for happy or a smile with the Grinch, and so we're gonna press down. Then what I'll do is for this part you can use your scribe, you can use a skewer, a toothpick, whatever you want to, anything sharp. We're going to make his cheek wrinkles now. And so I'm just going to use the side of my tool. You don't want to just press down and use it like a pencil. You want to use it like a paintbrush. And so just kind of let
Okay.
this.
And Debbie would like to know if she said you will have to make Max and Cindy Lou Who cookies. Have you ever made those?
I haven't made either one of them actually. The,
Max, isn't Max the dog? Is that the puppy?
it is. And I was actually supposed to make him the last time I did TV or the last time I did a competition show. Um, when I did like a huge 5 foot tall Grinch, right? And the original idea was to make Max 2. But like in competitions, I like to have like a list of things that I can just knock off when I start to run out of time. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, Max had to go. So it was,
Oh.
yeah, I know. And I was really nervous too because I was going to do some cool things with Max. And so like I was hoping he would help me pull out the win. Luckily, the Grinch was enough to help me pull out the win. And so it still worked out anyways. But I was still kind of sad that I wasn't able to do that.
Oh, you might have to do it soon just for
Uh,
fun. But you probably
right.
don't have any loose time right now, do you?
Hmm?
There's probably not a lot of open time for you right now because your teaching schedule looked crazy.
Yeah, not this holiday season, but hopefully next. Okay, so now that I have my cheek lines to guide me, you just want to be careful with those because you don't want to just make them round, right? You want to come down on the snout and then go round, then go out. So do that on both sides, down and then go out. You can also just use like a paintbrush and just kind of help to guide you, right? And then I'll go in a little deeper. So I'm going to use my X-Acto now, and I'm going to gently cut the fondant. So this is just about halfway through. If you start to, this is really important, if you start to feel that your fondant is getting stuck on your blade, then go ahead and wipe off your blade because you don't want it to pull your fondant.
All right. Now we have a question that we will sort of answer because it really is going to fall to you guys as individuals. But Cheryl is asking, can we sell these when we make them? Copyright laws make it hard. So is there advice you would give them on how different they need to be so they won't get in trouble?
Well, keep in mind, when I do cookies like this, so like this is obviously a copyright character too, and the Grinch. Ideally, we would like to sell them, and so like that part is totally up to you guys. But most of the time when I'm doing something like this, because of the price, like because of how much you have to charge for a cookie that takes so long, people really don't want to order those or pay for those, right? But they're still excited by them. So they're really just for marketing. Like it's really like a cookie like this will stop people from scrolling on your page and they say, okay, that's an amazing cookie. I want a cookie from this person. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what I taught in the yesterday's class. I did the clumsy Santa, right? And so
were you on Rochelle's event yesterday? Did I miss it?
No, it was a live stream class that I had yesterday.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Santas?
Yes, the Santas. And so it was just a marketing class to show people how to make cookies like that and how to like market them just to get orders for other time. Because I know it's like almost too late to order cookies or to market cookies for the holidays. But
it's plenty of time to get ready for Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
And it's a hook. It's a hook cookie, y'all.
Exactly. So I'm taking a dry brush now, right? And I'm going to use that because normally when I make a cut or something like that, I want to smooth it out, right? But you can't get your finger into those cuts to smooth it out. So I'm just going to use a dry brush to do that. This is a dry flat brush. And so I'm just going back and forth until it gets inside of that cut.
I like that because it also smooths it at the same time.
Do the same thing here. Get those bristles in there, and then you can just smooth it out.
Have you played with the moldable royal icing?
I have. I don't have any more now, but I have played with it before. I used it in a tutorial before, actually.
May, you're slipping. Timbo needs some. You got to send that out. Oh, let's see. Question. Where do I see the Santa's class? For some reason, I missed it. It's on his Shopify page, which if you go to Cookie Snack Attack, the featured section, his post is pinned there. And below where the cutter is listed for this class, it goes straight to his Shopify. So go there, and the Santa class is listed there, right?
Yep, it's there.
I'll get you. Yeah, she said ja ja ja. She's saying yeah yeah yeah. That's what she's saying. Don't have his addresses. Well, we'll get you his address. She said PM me your address and I will send a Christmas present. That's from May.
Well, I did. So I ran out early. Like it was like super popular around CookieCon time, right? So I was like, okay, I'll give her a little time to like get back on her feet because I know everybody wanted it like right after CookieCon, and I was like, okay, it's going to be really crazy right now, but I'll for sure reach out.
I tell you what, that's what I did for my elective class in CookieCon, and everybody loved it. And if they didn't love it, they didn't tell me, so I appreciate that. I just wanted to stay in my happy bubble at CookieCon when we were there.
So now I'm going to take some foil. I have my lines smooth or just enough lines for now. I'm going to take foil, crinkle it a few times, about 3 times, because I want my crinkles to be really fine. We're just going to use this for skin texture. So I'm just going to take it and now press it around.
Oh my God. She says, OMG, LOL, Amy. That's what my kids say when I text them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's ha, ha, ha in Spanish. I like the way May says it, though. I need a recording of May saying it. It's funny. Hey, I know someone's going to ask in a minute or they're going to message me after. Does it matter what kind of foil they use?
It has to be heavy duty. Now, regular foil will work, but it won't work the exact same because it's not leaving the same kind of impression. Like with regular foil, it'll just your finger will just kind of flatten the foil
Okay.
as you're using it. So when you use heavy
You're
duty,
using the heavy duty, right?
just add a little texture to it.
That looks so great already. Thank you. Thank you, Ira. She said she loved my class. It was fun. So I think she means my cookie con class. And May, I'm going to need a voice clip of that because I'm going to use that in a video, a countdown video. I'm planning a fun online thing for the springtime. I'm not going to tell. Yeah, and you'll like it when I tell you what it is. It's going to be fun.
So now I'm going to go in and make thinner wrinkles at the bottom. So in between those.
Love that. It looks beautiful, and your camera's doing a great job, Timbo.
Perfect. That. Then I'll make his little whisker marks. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then 1. Like that. Now we're going to add some color.
So cute already. He's identifiable already. So what's your family have planned for Christmas, Timbo? Any big celebrations? Any big get-togethers?
We have no clue yet. We were supposed to. It's so hectic here. We normally do Secret Santa and just like pick names, and we haven't even done that yet. And now we're just thinking about not even doing gifts and just like relaxing and being with each other for Christmas. And so that is honestly a lot less stress on people to just have fun and be together.
Yep.
So we're thinking about just focusing on the kids.
Do y'all have anything special tradition that you make certain foods for Christmas?
So my dad normally does all of the cooking. But we still like to be there just to kind of like be together. And so we do we always have like a game night or multiple games during Christmas Eve. And then we try to get over there as early as possible in the morning because something that we used to do like before like years ago, like before my older siblings had kids and things like that, we would all stay the night on Christmas Eve. And so now that we're a little older, we just try to like the tradition is just to go over there early now. So we try to do that.
Nice. Are you mixing green and pink?
Yes. And so I'm using a combination of green and pink powder color just to get a couple different shades. And the reason is because I don't want like a really holiday like green, right? Because that won't really give like that's not really the color of the Grinch. Like you don't want something like that, right? You want something dirty like the Grinch and something like not too vibrant or bright. And so I'm gonna go in with this like darker green, add a little shadow at the top, and I'm doing this so I don't have to airbrush, right? To make it a little easier. And so I'm just going to dab the color at the top first. And then I'll go back and forth and just brush to create shadow.
Let's see. Are we there?
So right now I don't have any color on my brush. But I'm using it to spread out the color that's already there so that I'm not accidentally making anything too dark.
It just looks perfect. It's just right for this.
I want even more color around where his nose will be, just to kind of create a shadow there. If you go fast, it will give you like the look of airbrush, and so that's what we're going for. It's almost like applying makeup. Just get the color
No,
right
I
there.
just shared the stream to a couple groups, so we'll see if some more people pop on for you. So you have another event coming up soon, right?
I have no clue.
I feel like you're doing, I can't remember the name of it, but I feel like there was a online, I don't know if it was a free event or not, but I feel like Rochelle Ingram.
Oh yes.
Is that a free one? Is that one where we can go watch tutorials, or do you know if that's a sign up?
I believe it is. I haven't I think like right now at this point all I've said is yes. So I don't know anything else about it.
I
The way
gotcha.
my mind works, like if it's not happening today or tomorrow, then I don't even know.
I don't know how you keep it all straight anyway, where you know when you're, so when you take off to teach on the weekend, do you actually have to fly on Thursdays and then you fly Mondays? Is that kind of what the schedule is?
No, normally I fly in and then fly right out. So I
Okay.
fly in
So
on like either a Friday night or a Saturday morning before the class, depending on how far the city is, and
gotcha.
then fly out right after class.
Well, that's probably better. At least you stay at home a little bit.
Yeah. Now I want
There
to use
is.
some black poppy paint.
Oh, cool.
I know Alex is going to kill me. You're supposed to clean off the tip every single time you use these, and I don't. So mine is always getting clogged. So don't be like me. Make sure you clean off your tip.
Do you know how many times we say that when we're teaching? It's so funny. Somebody else said that when Sid and some Jesse Ann were both doing isomalt in the group, and they're like, "Don't do what I'm doing."
Right.
Hey, Barbara says this is awesome. Shelly says watching him come to life. Love watching you in action, Timbo. Thanks for sharing. And Tahisha said, can you pour resin to keep them to put on the tree?
Yes, there are actually a couple different cookies that teach that. I've never used a resin cookie before. My dad actually encased one of my cookies in resin before for a shop owner that wanted to keep it when I was teaching there. But
So we have a new resin for you. And when you get time and you're off the road, go to the Seriously Sweet YouTube channel. And in this series of Christmas celebration videos, we had Becky come on and do a new demo on preserving with resin, because there's one out that you can use with a UV light. And so it sets up faster. So you have more control, since we like the mixed media cookies. And she said it also works because I mentioned, wasn't it a frog that you encased for somebody?
yes.
I asked her about that, and would it still work even though it was that deep if you wanted to make like a paperweight or something? And she said yes. And it sets up fast, and it seems to be very affordable, and the starter kit comes with the light.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you need that for Christmas? I could work that in.
No,
And
probably the way like I always like with so many classes that I teach, I hate that I like end up with so many cookies at the end of the month or each month or like at the end of the year. And so like I've taught myself to just get rid of them. But sometimes I like to like I'll just take every cookie that I have to like CookieCon or something like that and let people have them.
okay, now are your sisters watching this by chance?
No.
Okay. So just in case you don't want to do it, you should really consider a charity at Christmas time, and you should preserve these and save them, and consider a charity at Christmas time that you could donate the proceeds to and put them on eBay. I bet you could raise a ton of money from those cookies, Timbo.
See, I don't know how to find things like that.
I can help you with that. I'm actually pretty good eBay person.
Oh yeah.
I'm tech challenged in many other areas, but I'm pretty good at eBay. And Debbie said, well, you can send me all your Grinches.
I will for sure do that, Debbie. Just for you. You can have both of these.
That's so funny. Sandy said, I just bought this to preserve my Frankenstein cookie that you made in Timbo's class. I think you're really going to like the new stuff. I ordered it in on Black Friday weekend, but I forgot to order the bigger light. So I'm going to get a light soon. Hey, what are those the teeth? Are you making the teeth?
Yeah, so right now I'm just making little fondant balls. You want to make sure that they're different sizes because you don't want them to have perfect teeth at all. And so you want them to be different sizes.
And did you tell them the reasoning behind using that poppy paint? Did you do that so it would be shiny, so it would be sealed, so it wouldn't be dust? Was there a reason?
No, so actually regular poppy paint doesn't dry shiny. It dries matte.
Okay.
And so I just did this to give it like a black background in case I have any like gaps in the teeth or anything like that. Just so cookie isn't showing.
His mouth
then
is
what
so
I'll
cute.
do is I'll go through it and I'll just slightly sharpen each little fondant ball like that. And then you can decide where you want to place them.
And is his nose a jelly bean on that ornament cookie, or is that fondant?
No, it's fondant. It looks like one though. That one is actually modeling chocolate.
And Ira said, teeth look better than my teeth. And she has a laughing emoji.
Yeah, this entire thing actually could be modeling chocolate. The only reason I rarely use modeling chocolate is because of the coloring. Like you can't use water-based colors on chocolate. But since I'm only doing dry brushing for this cookie, you can definitely just use modeling chocolate and buy the store-bought kind too.
So neat looking. And I really thought when you started dry dusting around his wrinkles and grin line there, I thought it would leave more on that outline part of your cookie that you like to leave, but there's barely any there.
Oh yeah, I think that's just from like the brushing back and forth. Now, normally since it's not annoying, like I'll just leave that. If I ever get like color on my cookie and it's like annoying to where, like for example, I had green or red airbrush around his hat, then I'll just go through with my X-Acto and just clean it up by scraping.
Okay.
And that's something that clients don't even really care about. It's just something that I care about, I guess.
They're probably just happy to have cookies from you. So are you baking a lot of cookies for in-person pickups and stuff lately?
No, I've actually used this year. I don't think I've taken any orders this year, but I've still done events. And so like I'll if I'm in town and I have enough notice, then I'll like work live at different events and things like that. Like I enjoy doing that. I'm just gonna add a little water actually I'm gonna do the top first. I'm gonna add a little water at the top.
And Bobby would like to know if you said what brand of dry dust you prefer.
I don't have a brand that I prefer. Normally I just get whatever is available. And so I have the Sugar Art, but I am impatient, and so normally I just find whatever is on Amazon.
Okay.
On Amazon, it's called Sunflower Sugar Art. Now, I only will buy like the good stuff, the edible stuff, if I'm working on cookies for a client. Other than that, I don't really care what's in them. I'm just doing like content cookies.
I found some really good pink colors on Amazon this year just because they didn't have the other ones that I wanted.
Oh yeah.
But I found some nice ones. Like I'd like to try the different stuff and do that Mad Scientist Monday. We just haven't gotten to do that many this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just to compare them, because you never know what's out there. If you stop trying stuff, you miss some of the new stuff.
Exactly.
Which is also how the problem started with there being way too much stuff in my cookie studio. So now I'm thinking in 2024, when we do these Mad Scientist Mondays, that I might need to just box up everything from the experiment and ship it to somebody.
Yeah, that's how I feel too when I'm working on stuff.
Otherwise, it's just going to be out of control again.
So I'm just placing the teeth in their sharp end first. I'm placing the sharp end against the lips.
the sun in this room is wild right now.
I'll do some large, some small.
Oops.
I'm slightly pressing down on each one when I apply them, just to kind of help them spread out a bit.
Oh, that's much better. I just had to block all that sunlight. Now I can see what you're doing.
Get them all in there first.
Shelly, what are the names for? Shelly's typing a bunch of names in the comments, but I don't know why. And I wanted to tell you that Ira said that she loves the baby Yoda, so adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Can you come up just a smidge higher on that? There we go. Perfect. Look at those teeth.
Push the bottoms up. So I'm going to touch the cookie, touching this side of the mouth, push each one up slightly. So I'll just do crooked like that.
Yes, it's perfect. Ira's asking if you used water to attach the teeth.
Yes, I just brushed the water on the inside of the mouth.
Okay. And then
So
Shelly
water
said,
on the bottom of the top lip too. So not the top lip, but just the inside of the top lip. So it has something to stick to.
okay, cool. So realistic already. And it's so funny to me that it starts from that and goes to what's in the upper left-hand corner. That's just insane.
So I'm just going to add texture to the teeth by just adding lines with my X-Acto. You can do some at the top and the bottom if you want to, just to kind of make them look a little unhealthy. It helps to get like glaze and color trapped into that area. So just like that.
Look at that.
And then I'll
I
do the
love
same
how
thing
every
for the
time you make the
bottom there.
cookies, I like that they're always different.
Uh-huh. Well, I actually I used a little more yellow in this font because I hated the green that this one came out to be, but it was able to work.
Oh. Teeth are made out of fondant,
Mm-hmm.
but you could also do them in modeling chocolate, he said. And
Yes,
then
with this class, you
Rochelle.
can use modeling chocolate because there's no airbrushing.
Okay. Rochelle says, Timbo, hey, I made it a bit late. And Ira says, that looks awesome already. Look at that tooth. I love that one tooth that's just like jetting out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know that in this scene where he's like making this face, is the scene where there's like little bugs crawling around his mouth. I wanted to do that, but I said, okay, I'll relax since it's Christmas time. I'll just keep it clean.
Well, when you kept it clean immediately, Debbie said it needs termites.
Right.
I was like, okay. She knows the song. So I was like, is there a reason you said termites and not maggots? And she goes, yeah, because the song has termites. I was like, okay, I don't know my Grinch that well yet. You okay, Louie?
But if I want to, I can use my foil as kind of like a tool too.
Okay.
I want to add a little texture in the more 3D teeth, and so just on the insides of those, just to push down.
That's just perfect. My pup is watching you. She's very interested in this.
That. And also, you can see how this one is a little more, like a little sharper right there. So that's just me taking, pinching some of the teeth. Just like that. Also make them stick out a little bit more if you want to. Totally up to you.
Barbara said, "You make this process look so simple. I love it."
Thank you. Well, I always say like I'm not trying to be a jerk by doing that because people in classes are like they always like come up for the demo and they sit back down and they're like, that wasn't as easy as you made it look. But it's really just because of practice. Like I've done this for so long. But I try to make sure each class is like super simple. I just don't want it to look super simple. So a lot of people
Right.
actually said that about yesterday's clumsy Santa class. It's a lot easier and simpler than people thought it was.
Those Santas are super cute.
Thank you. Right. So now I'm going to take a little brown modeling chocolate. I'm just going to mix it with a little green. So also don't normally do the nose this dark, and so I'm going to go a little lighter this time so that it's closer to.
I cannot believe this is from the hospital mask because it's just so perfect. He's using the cutter from back when the pandemic hit, where everybody did the masks. You did make the feed me cookie in Philly easier than I thought it was going to be. I hate that I missed the Philly class.
Oh yeah.
That was so awful.
So I made his nose like a darker version of his skin this time instead of the dark brown.
Okay. Fallen Leaf Cookie Company says, always fabulous, Timbo. Thank you again, Amy, for hosting the event. You're very welcome, you guys. I'm super excited to have all these artists with you. And we did pick up some more people, Timbo. So if there's anything you want to tell, there's like another dozen people watching right now.
Oh, awesome.
Allison said the Philly class was fun.
I'm excited because some of the next year's cities, it will be my first time visiting them.
Okay.
So I'm excited to like try. I've decided to stay a little longer each time because I never really get to see the places that I'm going to. But I do know for sure, like I've always said for years now, that when I retire, it's for sure going to be in Denver. Just because, so my friend Avalon, first I'm making like a little jelly bean. So this is just rolling this on my surface, right? I add a little water to the back. Place it at the top there.
I do like it in that color too. It's pretty. Priscilla says any class with Timbo is fun.
Thank you.
And Phyllis says friends get Timbo's tutorials fabulous. So where are you going to retire?
For sure in the mountains of Denver, Colorado. My friend Avalon, I don't know if you guys know Avalon Cakes, but she used to visit her a lot to do tutorials for her online school. And she always had this place like up in the mountains that was just super secluded. No one else was up there, and it was snowy and just perfect, and it was peaceful. I always said when I retire, I'm for sure doing that. Because I'm actually like I live in Ohio now, and my family hates the snow, but I love it, so I don't mind it at all.
I don't mind it at all either, especially if you're in a cabin in the mountains and you've got plenty of food and water and firewood.
Exactly. So I'm going to take the end of my paintbrush. You can also use a ball tool if you have one. But you want to go in at an angle for both nostrils. Like that. And then I'll push it down slightly.
Oh, look at that. How cute.
So at an angle on both nostrils. And then push it down slightly. Make sure the nose is kind of going over the rest of the fondant too.
Okay. Becky says Avalon is so talented. She is.
I know I was so mad when she moved for selfish reasons, of course. Just saying that I was in love with her house. Okay, so
Oh,
now this pink has, I'm just using scrap pink that I already had, but this is just, I just added a little pink to white and then I added a really small drop of blue, not even a drop, like a little toothpick dip of blue, just to get
okay.
this
To do the
pink
lip.
color.
Is that a lip or is that a worm?
It's a lip.
Okay.
And so I'll
I think
do,
I think that could go either way, Timbo.
well, in this scene, he just has like a really dramatic lip. And so you want it to like kind of
So great. I
drip
love it.
down more. I'm doing
He
some
looks so
smaller,
good.
smaller details now.
Sandra said, "So happy you're coming to Sacramento, California. I live an hour away. When I took your class in Denver, I drove for 5 hours in the snow."
See, and anytime I post in, like, we had to make this happen because anytime I post that I'm teaching in LA, everybody in like Upper California, Northern California, they're always just like, "You never come here." So I'm like, okay, for sure we have to make Sacramento happen. So I'm glad that we did.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Allison's laughing about the worm. She said it's going to take us a while to stop laughing. Oh, somebody
The
missed.
ball.
So listen, he actually started at noon, Facebook user. So go back and watch the whole replay. We've had a lot of fun and been visiting. So we have lots of details on what's happening with Timbo, and they're all mentioned in the video. So just go back and watch the replay. And when are someone, oh, hey, Laura. It was Laura that said that. And then asking when you're coming to Sacramento. Someone else is asking that.
Where's Sacramento? I think Sacramento is January.
Okay. I can't remember. I just know we had a miscommunication about March and January, but you're going to be in
Uh-huh.
Virginia in January. So as long as I
Yeah.
make sure that I keep track
Yeah.
of that, I'll be all right.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm just rolling fondant. You want it sharp on both ends, but if you make it too long, you can just pull off and then keep rolling. So I'm trying to make sure that I size mine right.
That's
Pull off
perfect.
a little bit
Um,
more.
so Rochelle had her alarm set for Timbo at noon, but California time. She said, "This looks so good, so creative. I will watch what I missed when you finish. I love Timbo's use of tools. Wait, what? He is coming to Cali? I missed this. He is coming to Cali. You're going to have to go to his website and check his teaching schedule." Lavelle said, "Come to New Orleans. That would be fun."
I was
And
supposed to go to New Orleans. I love New Orleans. New Orleans is for sure one of my favorite cities.
yes, that's where I got engaged to my husband a million years ago. January 20th, he's going to Sacramento, is what Sandra said. Yep, I love it. We haven't been in a while. We used to go for anniversaries, but we've been up north a little too long now.
Okay, so now I have the lip on with a little water. I'm going to take my blade and tap around the lip just to give it a realistic lip detail. And then in
Love it.
between those, I'll do more. So a little small, some a little smaller, some a little longer. You don't have to go this dramatic with your lip. It's totally up to you. Just want to have those marks there for the glaze.
Oh, that's even better. Barbara says, "Yes, New Orleans." And then she's saying, "Wow," to this lip. That looks fabulous. And Renee says, "Hello, everyone."
I'll do a little indentation on each side of the lip to make it a little more realistic.
Are you able to go up just a smidge higher?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And Shelly says, "Lip details or worm segments." Amy, I thought the same thing when I saw the lip. Well, I thought like, okay, his lip, he's got a pouty lip. And then I was like, or is that a worm? I don't know. We'll ask when he gets here. Hey, Jackie Curtis says, "Happy Tuesday." Someone you missed you when you went to Chicago, so hopefully they'll catch you another time. And Rochelle says, "Bummer, Sacramento's a bit too far for me." She's in South Orange County, California. I'm sure he'll be there eventually. There's plenty of cake shops there, so.
That, and so like you can even go darker if you want to. Like, as you can see for the dry brushing, I went darker with this one. And so after you get to that point, you can go a little darker.
You know, I can't tell which nose I like better. They're both perfect.
Then I'm gonna that's my brush.
Come here, Luce. Come here. It's too quiet right now.
Now I'm gonna do some glazing to finish them off.
He's so neat looking. And those teeth are just amazing.
So now I'm using poppy paint, super shine. But
Okay.
you guys can make your own glaze if you just want to use, like, you have Everclear, you can just use 50/50 Everclear and corn syrup.
Okay. Now, I tried that after the last time you told us about that, and it worked great for me.
Oh, yeah?
Because I used to order the big bottles. First of all, Ira says, "This is so cool." Renee says she missed most of it. She's gonna watch the replay. But I did try it because I took my big bottle of CK Confectioner's Glaze to CookieCon, and it spilled or opened or whatever in the Ziploc bag I had it in, and now I can't get any big bottles, and that was the one I used the most.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping they bring it back soon. They're supposed to.
I hope so. I heard they were bringing it back, but I haven't heard a date yet, and I haven't been able to find it for Christmas projects. But I do. I only have a little bit of my Super Shine from Poppy Paint left, and so I tried the half. I did Everclear, but I did the highest proof Everclear, and half of the light corn syrup, and it worked great. It dried. It got a nice sheen on it. It wasn't tacky or anything. Worked really well.
So it's now, if you want to, what you could do is grab a paper towel. I'm gonna get my dry brush again.
Oh, Lavelle definitely likes it better with the nostrils. She said it looks more like the green guy that way. And Laura, yes, your name is showing now. They probably just did an update on StreamYard. It drops all the links, and they're trying to fix a couple of Facebook issues with the StreamYard. So that's probably all it is, you guys.
So now, because we want his lips to look dirty, or his teeth to look dirty, I'm going to take this brown that I'm using, get my brush and a little bit of that, and then mix it in my
Can you
glaze.
go up? There we go.
Mix it in my glaze, and then I'll paint his teeth.
Oh, have you ever tried this, Timbo? Sandra says try Robert Haynes glaze. Have you ever tried that?
No. So the only reason why I haven't is because I know normally for like sugar flower artists, they dilute theirs for sugar flowers, and I know he's like a master at that.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if his was diluted or not, but I'll have to give it a shot.
All right, and Shelly is asking if the black color you painted behind the teeth, is that pulling up into the cracks in the lip? Looks great.
No, so that's completely dry now. So that's just the shadow that you guys see.
Okay. Wow, look at those teeth.
Yeah, super poppy paints dries super fast.
Oh. I think you should do these crazy gnarly teeth but super pointy and do a Shark Week cookie.
Yeah. I've actually done Shark Week cookies before. I think that might be one of the free tutorials on my website.
It is, but the teeth are so tiny. Like we need a big exaggerated shark. Only something that you could do. Sandra's saying that brand is available in larger amounts. And Renee says, and Renee is saying wonderful work as usual, Timbo.
Thank you guys. So I top it off by adding a little shine to the nose too, just because it helps to make it pop a little bit more. But that is it.
Okay.
Now the only difference between
this one
is obviously the ornament hook. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly how easy that is. Normally when I'm going for like a rustic ornament or like an antique ornament or something like that, I use a really dark color, like a dark brown or something like that, to go behind the gold. So what I'll do is I'll just start off with the ball. Very simple. I'll roll it a little bit.
Debbie says this has been awesome. May says she loves it with a bunch of extra T's. Then Rochelle said, for shine, I love May's gloss, and I have not tried it. May, why haven't I tried that? You need to put that in my Christmas box. Jessica says, amazing work. I love it. Kathy says, love to watch Timbo work. His work is flawless. Thank you. And it's also very relaxing to watch Timbo sculpt. Isn't it? Like, I like to watch May and Timbo both because both of them are real chill. I don't watch the sculptors that get all stressed out anymore. It's none for me. I like to watch you guys and just kind of chill. It's like having your own TV show on, right? Shelly says, so amazing. Have to go back to my day job. I'm sorry, Shelly. We'd rather you stay and have a play day with us. She says, thanks so much, Amy and Timbo. And then someone else says, so adorable. Love Grinchy. Kathy says, yes, very relaxing. Oh, and then someone is waiting for you to come to Hawaii, Timbo. You could
I would
probably pull that
love
out,
to
right?
come there. I would love to go there.
Yeah, if you have a cake shop near you, perhaps put them in touch with Timbo and they can start putting out feelers to see if there's enough cake artists to support a trip like that. And then
Sure.
Victoria missed this. And yes, Victoria, we're sorry you missed it, but it will be on replay. Easiest place to watch is on my YouTube channel. And go to the tab that says live. They're in date order and he has his own banner. She said, love me some Timbo. I remember taking a class many moons ago when you went to Jersey. And then
Oh, yeah.
Priscilla, that is Priscilla Grinchy. That's so cute.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do the top now really quickly
Okay.
because it's not hard at all.
Where'd that cookie come from that's not finished? Did you just pull that in Video Magic Land?
Yeah, no, I just took the top off. So I'm
Okay.
fixing it now, Debbie. It'll be fixed by the time it gets to you, I promise.
Okay.
So I'm just working.
Hey, Debbie is coming to my house this weekend. She's helping me with getting the last of the stuff out of my store. So if you
Oh,
do
yeah.
ship those would arrive in time for her.
Oh, awesome.
If that was a serious offer.
Yes, for sure. I'm tossing everything. Okay, so I had the little hook there now. I just kind of loop that around, right? I'll take a little brush, add a little water to the back.
Nice.
Put on the top like that.
Oh, Debbie's so excited. She said, how exciting, a bunch of exclamation marks. And then Victoria said, are you using modeling chocolate or fondant? He's using fondant right now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But you can use modeling chocolate, but you need different colors for that. So he's stuck with one medium for today, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to take my little square now. I just cut off one end first. Add a little water to the back. I'll place it there. And then I'll cut off the other end.
And Victoria says, awesome, thank you. I have no idea what their voices sound like, but I'm giving them their own voices. I feel like that's more interesting for our replay viewers later. Hey, Belinda. Belinda's here, Timbo. She says amazing.
Hey, make sure. Okay. Phone almost died on us.
No.
Okay. So now, right. Then I'm going to take the thicker knife instead of the X-Acto blade. I'm just going to make lines there. So I'll just do press down like that.
And Victoria, she said, yes, sounds exactly like me, and laughing. And Belinda said, how you doing, man?
I'm not tired yet, so that's good. I'm going to try to get as unpacked as I can today. But I'm not.
That's really good. I did make good progress last night. There's nothing left on the floor or in crates in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
And half of the dining room is now more accessible. I'm not going to say it's clear because it's really not. That'd be an outright lie. and half of the stuff is out of the foyer.
See, that's where I'm trying to get now. I'm trying to just at least get to more accessible. So
Yes.
that's what I've figured out. We're more accessible.
I really have to talk myself down off the ledge every day, though, that stuff's not put away, because it's just really grating on me at this point. But as soon as I get everything put away and do all the nice vacuuming and clean the baseboards and all that, then we go get another load. Hey, Samantha. Samantha said, looking forward to watching the process. I'm just listening now as I look for today's cutters in the Christmas crazy. Oh, look at that. What gold are you using? And do you have
this is actually a highlighter.
Okay.
So it's not edible, it's just non-toxic. But when I'm using like when I'm making cookies that need to be consumed, you can use any of your favorite edible brands. So I know like the Sugar Art has some good ones, and one of my favorites is from Poppy Paint. Their I think it's called their Poppy Paint Shimmer. But what I'll do is I'll just color my fondant or royal icing with like a dark goldish brown first. So I'll just use like a little yellow, orange, and brown and color my royal icing on my fondant. That way it makes the gold pop.
Okay. And Sandra is asking, what is around the edge of the cookie you're working on? That extra detail on that ornament one?
Yeah, so that's just a little royal icing fur. So I just did like little
cool
pieces around that just to give them a slight little beard. And that's because with the bottom of the ornament, I had like a point in there. So you don't have to worry about that with this one.
Let's see. Belinda says, the first time I met Timbo was in a portrait class at CookieCon Louisville. He was helping in a class, Dr. Raymery. Did I say that right? Dr. Raymery?
Yes, it was Stephanie's class, Dr. Drake Ramore. I remember that one.
Oh, Ramore.
That was my first time at a CookieCon ever. She was like, telling me who everyone is and like walking me around and showing me who all of the big names are. And a lot of people say like I met you at I met you at the Louisville CookieCon, but I don't count that one because I didn't know anybody. Like I was still super new in the cookie world.
Well, we know who you are now. Everyone knows. So I think my mom is actually even watching this today, Timbo.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think she's in the other room watching the cookie art.
All right, and then once it dries, I think this is dry already. So that is it.
That looks awesome. Those are just really amazing. And guys, technically, that's different enough that you could probably get away with selling it, but look at the amount of time he put into that. So really, as a marketing cookie or a hook, like that's really the way to go with these, and then make them and keep them for yourself for your Christmas tree. Now I can see that if Debbie and I had more time this weekend, we would be making a whole set of these for the Christmas trees.
Right. And yes, and it always depends on the client's budget too, because sometimes, like for example, I wouldn't need to make 12 of these. I would only make either 1, 2, or 3 in a set. So these would just be the more expensive cookies in that set. That also helps the client to save money too.
Yeah, and they like that too, as long as they have a couple feature, right? And Sandra says, thank you for taking the time to share with us. Yeah, okay. And then Debbie says, oh, yes, we would be. I know. We should make these another time, make Grinch cookies. They're just so much fun. They're so much fun. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being with us today. Do you want to come back on camera for a second?
Thank you. Yes, let me figure this.
And do you want to tell them, just give them some more info about how to get to your site and what's on sale through tonight, so that they can pop over there and take advantage of the sales so that you'll see them all year. I know Snack Attack 2023 is the code. I'm posting that. I'm going to run it on the video right here. They said fabulous class, great accent cookie. Kathy says, thank you, Timbo. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. Debbie says, thank you so much. This was awesome. The code's going to be Snack Attack 2023, and he'll tell you what to use that for. Renee says, thank you for sharing your expertise with us. Phyllis says, thank you, Timbo and Amy. And we both say you're very welcome. We're glad y'all tuned in today. And thank you for doing a mini class. I know this is a lot longer than what you usually spend on these, and I really appreciate it.
When it's the Grinch, time just flies by, so I don't mind at all.
That's right. That's right. Look, there you finally can see it. Well, can you see him on my headband now?
Oh,
There's
yeah, it looks way
my
better now
Grinch.
without the light.
I really want to get a set of those footy pajamas with the Grinch. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I have.
And it has the top that pulls up. I think that would be great for next year if you do the Green Man again.
Uh-huh. I can't. There's no way I could not do. Like, people are expecting the Grinch every single year now, so I have to do some form of the Grinch.
I think
year.
Debbie might have a revolution started if you didn't do the Grinch every Christmas.
Right.
So
Every year for the rest of my life.
Barbara said, thank you, Timbo. This was great. Thank you, Amy, for bringing all of these awesome cookiers. You guys are very, very welcome. And we still have a few more nights. Let me tell you that real quick. And then Timbo's going to tell you about his sale. So tonight at 7 p.m., we have Becky Norton doing a high resolution embossing cookie. Then I'm not sure what's happening Wednesday yet. Thursday, 7 p.m., we have Laura Parati, and she's doing a beautiful set of cookies. Friday, we have Samantha Bogman. Saturday, we have 2 people. That's our final day. We have Donna Rohrbach, who's going to come and do an intro to gingerbread for us. And then at 8:30 p.m. on Saturday night, we have Lizelle Powell. So she always brings something really, really cool. So I'm excited about that too. So Victoria says, thank you so much. Renee says, thank you. Belinda says, Grinch feet. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be great? That's so up your alley. That's a great idea. Have you ever done Grinch feet?
I haven't. I don't think I've ever seen Grinch feet.
Oh my God, that would be great. And I can imagine the toenails that you would create. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, Cheryl says, I have you recorded. I had to bake cupcakes for a business. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. And you guys can always catch the replay on YouTube, but tell them about what's on special so they don't miss out tonight. And then don't hang up. When we end our video.
The code, I believe the code is Snack Attack 23.
2023.
Snack Attack 2023. You can use that code to get 50% off anything on the site today. It does end at midnight though, so you have to make sure you get it in before then. And then it also works on any bundles on the site. So if you go to the class, there's a few different bundles over there. There's all of my classes for 2022 are bundled. If you get the class pass for,
okay.
And then all of the live streams and tutorials for 2023. If you get the 2023 class pass, then you just use that code and then add all of the classes from this year to the cart, and they'll all ring up free. Same thing for next year's class pass. So that'll be on sale too. I'm going to add that right after this live. I think it's just down now because we would feel bad if a lot of people bought it full price and it goes on sale again Christmas Eve. It won't be half off. So if you want it half off, you have to get it today, but it'll be on sale again Christmas Eve. So I'm going to add it back now, and then you can use that class code to get whatever you want on the site.
Cheryl is saying, so I can use your cookie for marketing only like a hook. Well, it's technically not a full-on green dude, so it should be fine. I don't know why my camera's flaring out right now. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah,
is it dark?
Normally when I like change up mine a bit, or like I'll just call it like mean green or something like that. Or
Yep. Just to stay safe, guys, because you never know. You never know when they're gonna come for you. Isn't that a Ghostbusters thing? They're coming for you. Come on, Timbo. You know you want to say it. Amy, you're adorable.
You are adorable, Amy. I'll say it today because of the headband for sure.
It's so funny. All right, you guys, listen. Lavelle says thank you. Has to go. Cheryl says happy holidays. Thank you for being with us. You guys take advantage of the discounts. I hope to see you back tonight at 7 p.m. Becky will be with us, and I'm sure we're going to have an awesome cookie tonight too. Christina's sending you hearts. So that's the thing, right? This is the big symbol now, right? So we're sending you hearts. How's that? That's so funny. All right. Well, I'm going to let everybody go. Timbo, hang out with me for a minute. Guys, it was a pleasure having all of you tune in at lunchtime today. I hope we didn't cause you too much trouble at your real jobs, but this was more fun. We all know it. So thank you, and we'll see you tonight at 7. Have a great night. I can't get the stream to stop. Hold on. All right. Now this one's for real.